looking at the starters for the Petro Gazz Angels taking on Capital1 Solar Spikers. They talked about this matchup at the pre-game. Medyo magkaiba, no? We look at the starters now for Capital1.
Now, Capital1 still has a good chance of making it if they find the right combination of players.
As Myla Pablo will draw first blood. She is the first to score for Petrogazz.
Best digger here in the league. And you know what? When I caught up with her back at the dugout and I shared that stat with her, she was actually very surprised. That all she had to tell me was, as a non-scoring player, she's just glad to know that she's doing her role well, especially with her team going through this roller coaster, still learning, still growing, and overall a humbling experience. After all, it's the penultimate game of the elimination rounds for the Capital1 Solar Spikers, and humbling is how she would describe her journey here.
And Remy Palma. So quick side outs are very important in this rotation. They do get it.
Yes.
Nakakaikot sila.
With almost the same play, just using these equipments because we know that the digging is good on both sides. One-handed set. Not quite pan out for Petrogazz. Teams. Creamline is up next, going up against Farm Fresh tonight. But we are enjoying this matchup with Cap1 keeping in step with Petrogazz. And look at the defense of the Solar Spikers. A lot of broken plays from Petrogazz. That one too deep from Nang Aisa.
Just the right amount of power to get past the double block set up by the Capital1 Solar Spikers. Bitin lang ng one.
That was a tough serve. Broken play. Pablo. Dug by Doromal. Dorel Singh. One-handed block. That one sails out. That's a point for the team captain.
Pag umikot siya sa harap, she can focus on attacking. She can ask help from Roma Doromal.
And again, that back quick.
Coffee, but here in the opening set, she has already tallied 3.
Oh, good pass there. By Doromal. Palma gets a hand on it as Pablo goes up. And again, a beat in.
Yeah.
4 points already for Myla Pablo.
The defenders at the back really need to move forward because
all the players have to contribute. And we are seeing now Myla Pablo outscoring Van Sickle this early, which is a good sign for Petrogazz. Oh, that one is so in. So Capital1 looking to go deep against Petrogazz. And spike of the set, brought to you by Duncan.
in service reception.
And MJ Phillips. That will be her first.
Petrogazz is just playing in system, and Coach Koji Tsurabara is a coach na mahilig magpaikot ng tao. You will see a lot of double substitutions throughout this game.
And Phillips again, just doing damage from the middle. Two in a row.
Clearly one blocker is not enough to stop. And teams are playing for seeding. Because in the qualifying round, only 6 teams will get sure seats papunta sa ating playoffs. The others be relegated into that play-in tournament. In the play-in tournament, there will be 2 brackets of 3.
Challenge. Sing with a good first ball. And again, very tough going against the blockers of Petrogazz. Maiso Pontillas is back on the court. And she has 2 points already.
That was a smart 1-2 play from Maiso Pontillas.
Opportunity here to score a run, which they need to do right about now. Alma playing basketball. Good read by Cruz. Blockers too much for Capital1. Arbon got her hand on it. Rupancicle's timing it. And we have a rally again. Rem Palma making up for that last mishap. 4 points right away for Rem.
She She will match her output in their game against Zeus
He
Coffee.
has seen these players from day one. Alam na alam niya yung mga tendencies itong mga manlalarong ito. Oh, that one escapes. Temperatura, and that's another point. Good time out there for Capital One. Get a chance here to rally and get the tally sheet, and you should be happy seeing that everybody is scoring, not just Brooke. Pablo again trying to go cross court. Good read there by Capital One, but ball right back. And a point again for Petrogazz, and they are stretching their lead.
Yun naman yung gusto ng isang team na naghahabol. You want to gain more momentum as you head into set number 2. But again, these quick side outs keep on coming.
Dolfo coming in for the first time in this game. Good pickup. Ball back to Petrogazz. Van Sickle will go, and it's her cross-court hit that will win this first set. 25-19, the final score.
Heather Gino is also
Heather
in the
Gino,
starting
that's
six.
right. She is now the target and the ace coming from Van Sickle without depending too much on Brooke. Look at Capital One just keeping the ball alive. Cheng going back to... Oh, look at that. That must feel good. Now the blocking working early in the second set for Capital. So yun yung mga hindi alam ng marami. Besties pala sila. Oh! Good point there. Heather Ginoo is making an impact here for Capital One. Look at those numbers for Myla Pablo. The thing that is most impressive about that is it is more than the output of Van Sickle. Oh, wow. Points in a row for Capital One, and they lead for the first time in this match.
This might be the solution to the problems on offense for Capital One. She comes in to score 1 or 2 points off that line.
Good first ball there by
Wow.
Ilog. Starting off with that excellent receive. So slowly but surely, she is getting to her 100%. Joust won by Tolenada. Van Sickle, Doug. Ginoo also playing good defense. And you credit that to Ginoo for saving the ball. But Chola Alvarez with the finisher. And again, and so, you know, you want to take advantage of that also. High ball. Ball still alive. Capital One playing awesome defense. But it's a free ball for Petrogazz. Running attack. And may masters na si Rem Palma dyan sa kanyang running attack.
5 points already for Rem Palma. We saw that fast play coming. It was a
F2. Si Iris tsaka si Chola Alvarez. So let's... Ooh! A sneaky one! And if you get the setter on the other side... Oh, a tough serve. Petrogazz gets to go again. Back row attack. Oh, wow, look at Nang Aiza. You know, we've been calling her name.
So sometimes yung mga alanganin na plays na ganun, pwede mo din bitawan if you're the blocker on the other side of the court.
And Chola Alvarez definitely making a difference, just like Heather Ginoo. And you're seeing there's a lot of disorganized. Good serve. Oh, wow. But the defense again, keeping the ball alive. Here comes Tolenada, pushing it through. Ginoo there with a save. And Cruz tried. These are good exchanges. And the block of the set.
Errors. Kasi nakakasabay na sila sa floor defense, and even in attacking, they're more aggressive now. The defense is finally clicking for the Solar Spikers.
That was tough for, because you saw that these players is constantly improving their game as the tournament goes on. And a combination attack. Has a great play there. Tolenada was able to orchestrate that one. Find the one player who's hot. Usually, and it might be a bench player, somebody. The magic bunot is definitely Heather Gino of today for the Capital 1 Solar Spikers. He's running attacks. Again, I'd say almost synonymous to Petrogazz.
In this table, everybody eats.
Good first ball there by Ginoo. Oh, wow! That one came back, but almost a point for Tolenada. And you really still credit that 1-2 because it got Petrogazz all frazzled. And the transition over Capital's side was good, and they were able to score.
Villegas, finally institutions from Coach Koji.
Good serve. That was a tough one. Oh, ball still alive. Again, good defense from both squads. Tiamson finally kills it. Pero talaga, ang Capital 1 para silang mga, ang galing nila mag-CPR. Lagi nilang binubuhay yung bola na akala mo patay na. For Capital 1. Balik na sa court. Si Des Clemente is probably the tallest player on, one of the tallest players.
Defense, it's not as organized as they want it to be. That has been the main focus of the timeouts of Coach Roger, yung mga errors nila in passing.
And again, an open spike, but that one worked out. So it's the quick transition that paid off for Capital 1. And Ginoo again, she is really, what keeps them afloat. Like you said, Neil, this is a time when Petrogazz are shoo-in already for the next round. They're trying to test their players on the court to make sure that everybody is ready for these semis. So we're seeing all of them, most of them, getting some playing time today.
One of the players na galing injury. It's nice to see her healthy.
Ooh. And that's the kind of thing that you want to see more of.
Ni Des Clemente de Guzman because of the passes, but every chance that they get, pinupuntahan naman ni Iris si Des, but will get the starting nod for the yellow shirts. Babalik si Coach Koji dun sa
starting six
niya. He wants to end.
Oh, good serve. And again, you see the serving and the defense. Oh, that time she got caught. Couldn't sweep fast enough. Van Sickle could not keep the ball alive. Siguro ng Isa and how she really mothers all of them. But the way she's playing now, para siyang mga kaedad lang nila. She has really, I don't know, she has discovered the fountain of youth. Playing so strong still. And Musa there, using her height advantage as well. Cheng just putting it right at her hand.
Reminded me of what Leila Cruz told me earlier. And I quote her say, isang takeaway para sa akin is how nakakasabay talaga kami sa ibang teams. After all, with their current spot in the standings, she says hopeful is the word to describe where the Solar Spikers are at their journey right now. She adds that even
the story of this match.
With an answer. I think she should be getting more touches, really.
Yung ibibigay natin kasi pag bumalik yan, bomba yung ibabalik ng Petrogazz.
With 7 points. already. But Maiso Padillas again still causing some back at their performance in the first part of this tournament. They did well. They were playing 4-set, 5-setters. They won a game back in November against Next Led, but it has been downhill since then. Play continues. Myla Pablo again swats the ball over. Good defense still for Capital One. Pablo one more time, and it's a cross-court hit. The Romal just could not keep it in play.
Now
Clemente. They just really need to come up with more of those instant points.
one of the best hits.
Ooh! And that was good on De Guzman to keep the ball in play. Chang, a quick, did outside, but I think Musa touched it last. Here comes Van Sickle from the left pin now. Good D for Capital One, and that was a great conversion. So bigyan mo si Iris ng magandang pasa, and she will create.
For the ball, kasi nung first set, di talaga siya masyadong nakahawak eh. But now na mas may stable passing yung Capital One, hinihingi niya na yung bola kay Iris.
Back row attack, and it's good to also vary it because there's the other hot hand, which is Heather Ginoo. Chang looking for Palma, good up by De Guzman. Back row attack, Australia will convert, and that's her first point.
You can also see it in the eyes of Iris. She's really locked in, she's super focused, and alam niyang kaya pa nilang makahabol, so they have to keep this up.
Look at her just run after the ball. Orende again with a second chance. Yeah, but A for effort. Orende tried, couldn't do it in their penultimate game in the preliminaries. I think they have one more game after this against Next Led. So it looks like they are going to improve their standing even further. Although we don't want to call it quits just yet. Capital One still has to play farm fresh. And the solo block again. Dalawa na si Rem Palma. Just going at it alone and getting the point off. That they are supported by their teammates at the coverage. Here's a chance for Cap One. Genesis.
Great pickup from Tempiatura.
Tempiatura, what a stretch there. And Adolfo. I mean, she just came in and she's got 2 points. So lahat yata, halos lahat gumagawa para sa Petrogazz. Total team effort for the Angels. And you want to see her on the scoreboard too. That will leave just the liberos without points. Yeah, this is all but over for Capital One, but they want to see how far they can go, how many more they can score against Petrogazz. Wow, but Jarrell Singh had her hands on that one. Another chance. Paraleas now doing the setting chores. She actually started the game before this one.
There are so many options in the front line for Paralejas.
What a strong serve. Just a beautiful ace coming from the #1 server in the league.